Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a legend, a Japanese domestic market limited edition of 300 pieces. You're looking at the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust Turnograph 116263. This is a Rolex Certified Pre-Owned timepiece, which means Rolex authentication, globally valid 2-year warranty. All parts are Rolex and all service and reconditioning done by Rolex Certified watchmakers. But there is much more to say, because you could probably count all of the limited editions ever made by Rolex on two hands. And this piece, made for the Japanese domestic market, is a legend. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Let's talk about the basics. The watch in yellow gold and 904L steel is what Rolex calls yellow Rolesaur. It sounds like an alloy. It actually just means the coincidence of both metals on the watch. It is a highly anti-corrosive high nickel steel, 904L. So for example, you don't need to rinse it after saltwater exposure, and Rolex owns its own foundries. It smelts its own golds. This is all Rolex. It is 36 millimeters in diameter, 11.9 millimeters thick, 44 millimeters lug-to-lug, end link to end link. Total distance across the wrist with the Oyster bracelet is 45.7 with a 20 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. We've got the Oyster style sports watch bracelet, 3 links with a little bit of taper from the conforming end link down toward the clasp. The clasp, which is tied up in a little hang tag, features a lift lock system. There's actually a bar that interfaces with this little beak. They snap together, and thus you have to lift it to unlock it. It's not simply friction fit. You can see externally it's got a straight through in gold, externally polished and brushed in metal, and then inside we've got the 5 millimeter snap-in, snap-out EasyLink system, so you can make a tool-free adjustment on the fly. And then if you look inside the clasp, you can see there are 3 pairs of divots, so you can use your strap tool to dismount the spring bar, change the anchoring point, and that gives you a third way to set the sizing. The watch uses an Oyster case with a screwed-in case back, and then a twin lock crown in gold. You know that because it features 2 dots. 100-meter water resistance, no shortage of luminescence, and as you can see, this is the Luminova era before Chromolite. Let's talk a little bit about this watch now. The timepiece was part of a series of 300-piece editions made using the Datejust Turnograph specifically for the Japanese domestic market. One had a white dial, one had a black dial. This one is the black dial variant again, 300, 300. My suspicion is that because the Turnograph was a super slow-selling model, Rolex decided to take some sort of surplus inventory and do something special as a send-off to make it easier to sell what was left. So my justification for that is the knowledge that the Turno was a very slow-selling watch to begin with, but second, this is an extremely late F serial number, 999,930. So that was right before the switch over to D. So when was this made? Well, that would have been probably early 2005, and the full Japanese domestic market boxed set with this watch, including original retail documents, indicates it was sold in September of 2011. So that's a pretty huge gap between the manufacture of a watch and the sale of the watch. So something tells me that enterprising minds with the means to do so decided to create a special edition built around the Turnograph with a unique dial, date disc, and hands, and then sell it as a sort of send-off, a limited edition that would become an instant collectible. And outside of Japan, these watches were largely unknown for a long time. But that is my theory, because there also hasn't been another Turnograph since this went off the market at about the same time, 2010, 2011. And I think that's just because historically it has not been a very popular model, so I would not have been shocked if the last examples in inventory became exactly this. So, the watch in my hand is also part of the Turnograph legacy. The original Turnograph was its own model line, reference 6206 back in 1953, maybe the tail end of 52. It beat the Submariner to market by a little bit, so it became the first series production rotating bezel Rolex sports watch. There were others, but not made in series. And initially it was designed for pilots, for travelers, for technicians, people who had a need to time something that was not life and death, so there was no need for a dive-style bezel. This turns in either direction, and by the late 1950s, the Turnograph had been merged with the Datejust line and had become a model of Datejust, the Datejust Turnograph. Under that guise, it was adopted by the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, essentially an aerobatic demonstration squadron that is to the Air Force what the Blue Angels are to the Navy. And so this model line, the Turnograph within Datejust, became known as the Thunderbird. The watch is easy to wear, though. You don't need to have a beefy military wrist to wear this watch well. My wrist, I'll pull this glove back for a second, my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference and the watch wears well. In fact, it's so compact that it's perfect for a man or a woman, and you could probably say that a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters could wear this well, and it'll easily slide under a cuff. Taking a look real quick at the bracelet, you can see this one item I neglected to mention. Removable links are fixed by screws for easy sizing. Also important to note here, the Datejust has a history that goes back to 1945 when it became the first watch with an instantaneous jumping date. So at exactly midnight, the date would jump. So relative to the time indicated on the dial, the date was always just. And it wasn't until the early 1950s that the Cyclops Eye magnifier appeared, and the watch became more or less the Datejust as we know it today. The Turnograph has always been a very special piece because of its aviation associations, and they are genuinely hard to find in any form. As always, something that's a slow seller during its production lifetime becomes more collectible after the fact with Rolex. And we'll take one last look at that loomed dial, and then we'll go down to some of the features of this dial. What we've got here is a very rare sight, especially in the West. Matte black dial. So it's not a conventional glossy black lacquer. It is matte black. Then we have indices that are two-step. The lower step is matte finished or satin finished, and then the upper step is polished. You can see we've got the Turnograph script, the green varnished seconds hand, and then we've got two different subsidiary setting modes, one of which is your hacking seconds function. We'll do the instantaneous date change to prove that the date is still just. And then we also have a quick set function for the date, which will also reveal that it's not like a roulette. Every single date on the disc is in green. Inside the case, we have the time-tested 3135 movement, which is going to be seen on generations of Datejust, Submariners, Yacht Masters, and Sea Dwellers. It's a tough movement. Bidirectional automatic winding, 4 Hertz, 31 joules, hacking, quick set, 48-hour power reserve, 5-position adjustments, COSC certified Swiss chronometer. It's got a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance for shock resistance, and the free-sprung balance also allowing for very precise regulation. And then it has a Breguet overcoil hairspring that means in pretty much any position, the hairspring is going to breathe concentrically, which means gravitationally induced timing deviation, dial up, dial down, crown left, crown right, crown up, crown down. It's not going to have much of an effect on this watch. So a very precise and durable timekeeper in a very rare version of one of Rolex's iconic watches. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed and authenticated by Rolex. Should any reconditioning be necessary, it will be to a Rolex Certified standard, and any parts invested, Rolex Factory Original. Should the initial retail box, paper, and accessory set still accompany the watch, it will be included with the sale. But no matter what, a Certified Pre-Owned box and paper set starts with an outer box, a leatherette travel pouch with suede lining, a warranty card that embodies the 2-year globally valid Rolex-backed warranty. Note this is not a retail warranty, but backed by Rolex and actionable at any of its authorized points of sales and service. A leatherette wallet includes the warranty terms and conditions manual. A holographic hang tag marks this as a certified pre-owned Rolex watch, and a manual details Rolex's values as a company, the certified pre-owned program, care, feeding, service, and use of your Rolex, locations of points of sales and service, and details of Rolex.com. Rolex certified pre-owned watches are backed only by Rolex.